This tomato pasta sauce uses Parmesan cheese instead of cream to make a rich and creamy sauce that's much more akin to Italian-style pasta making methods. The best thing about this recipe is that it comes together in about 20 minutes and it uses pantry ingredients, besides the cheese. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required. First things first, add a bit of extra virgin olive oil to a large skillet along with 1 or 2 oil-packed anchovy fillets. These are optional, however they add a great dimension to the sauce and don't impart any kind of fishy flavor. I promise. This is very similar to my shakshuka recipe as well. Allow the oil to heat up over medium heat. You'll notice the anchovy fillets slowly begin to dissolve. At the same time, put a large pot of heavily salted water onto boil. This is to cook your pasta. Once the oil is shimmering, add a finely diced onion along with a generous pinch of salt. Cook the onion for about 5 minutes or until it's translucent and beginning to brown slightly around the edges. Then add in a bit of tomato paste along with a good amount of minced garlic. Cook this, stirring constantly, for about a minute. You'll notice the tomato paste darken and begin to stick to the bottom of the pan. Next, add a can of whole peeled tomatoes that you've crushed with your hands. I've mentioned this in a number of different recipes, like in my pasta puttanesca, but I prefer the texture and flavor of whole tomatoes versus crushed or diced tomatoes. Once you've added the tomatoes, put your pasta onto boil and cook it for about 2 minutes less than the package suggests. About a minute before the pasta is done, add a bit of the starchy pasta water to the sauce. Then sprinkle over a bit of grated Parmesan cheese and stir to combine. Repeat this with a bit more cheese. The reason we don't add it all at once is that the cheese can clump and not melt and emulsify if you do so. Doing it a bit slowly will ensure that you end up with quite a creamy tomato pasta sauce. Once your pasta is done cooking, add it to the skillet with the sauce and toss to combine, ensuring that everything is evenly coated with sauce. And try to keep it in the pan while you do this. It's harder than it looks. Finish off your pasta with a bit more cheese and a sprinkling of fresh basil. Then all you need to do is serve and enjoy. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!